So good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Retired Living Truth Series. For those who don't know me, my name's Brett Janelle and I'll be your meeting host today. So welcome. The purpose of today's call, as you probably know, is that we're going to take a virtual tour of 5-star Premier Residence, which is located here in Reno. And for those who don't know, 5-star is an independent living and assisted living community. And it's located over on Plum Street. Plum, have I got that right?
Plumas, yeah.
Plumas. I knew it started with a P. Plumas. And I've been there many times, so I should know. I'm just curious, just by a show of hands, who's joined us for one of our previous virtual tours that we did? I think they're all at the end of last year. Okay, quite a few people. Fantastic. So for those who are new, because I see there's quite a few new names here, just to keep in mind as we go through the tour that all of our communities are different and unique in so many different ways. So, and if you have been on the previous tours, just see if you can tell what some of the differences are with 5-star versus some of the other communities that we've done virtual tours of. So I think I just want to get started. So I'd just like to go ahead and introduce our two tour hosts today, Katherine Hurst and Lisa Swindlehurst, who are going to take us on a wonderful tour of 5-star. So over to you, Katherine and Lisa.
All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Katherine Hurt. I am the Director of Sales for 5-star Senior Living.
I'm Lisa Swindlehurst, and I'm the sales associate here at 5-star, and I've been here 8 years this month.
Fantastic.
Perfect.
And so while Katherine's just sharing her screen, we'll do the tour. How long do you think, Katherine?
I'm not too sure.
Okay, less than an hour because we're going to be finished by 11 o'clock.
Yes.
But once Katherine and Lisa have concluded going through the tour, then we'll just open it up for any questions that people on the call might have.
Perfect. Okay, so we'll get started. So like we just mentioned, my name is Katherine. I have been here for about 9 months now. And like Lisa mentioned, she's been here for 8 years. So what to expect during this presentation virtual tour? So obviously you're going to see some photos of our community, but what Lisa and I really wanted to focus on is what we feel makes us different, sets us apart from some of the other communities in the area. So today you're going to see some video footage of our culture and of our staff. And then hopefully after the end of this, you will want to come experience it in person. So if you're ready, here we go. So who we are, 5-star has been serving the community for 32 years. We've been helping thousands of seniors and their families, and we're really focused on providing that top-notch customer service. Like Brett had mentioned, we're located in Southwest Reno off of Plumas Street.
And then this is our lobby from the back looking forward. A lot of spacious area, very warm, even though it's still pretty open, it's still very warm. And you'll see a couple of our dining areas throughout this as well.
So here we have a video of our executive director and one of our lead concierge, Debbie. Now, they both have been here for quite some time, but we wanted to, like I said, share what makes us truly unique, and our staff will share their experiences with you.
I'm Patrick Ward. I'm the Executive Director here at 5-star Premier Residences of Reno. I've been here for 3 years now and been servicing seniors for 19 years.
My name is Debbie Bauer. I'm a concierge here at 5-star Premier Residences of Reno, and I've been with this community for 11 years.
For me, my favorite part of working at this community are the employees, the residents. With the employees, we have so many management team members and employees that have longevity. Many of our employees have family members and relatives that work here. So it's community, and the residents, the social aspect with our residents, intermingling with everybody, and it's just made it a pleasure to work here.
That's what I was going to say. It's really the residents and the residents' family members and a lot of the residents' caregivers that come into the community every day. They make the work environment and the environment for the residents very enjoyable and very pleasurable.
And then entering from the lobby to the left would be our corner cafe. We have quick grab and goes, and Doughboy Donuts locally every day delivers donuts. So if you have like a doctor's appointment or some running around you got to do for that day, but you know you're going to need a little something to eat, you can grab a sandwich, a panini, or salad. Or if you just want to come down and have a cup of coffee or a cup of soup and a pastry, come on down. It's a great hangout. It's very popular. We're looking to get that back up and running soon too. And then this here is our piano lounge. This is our bar area. We do serve alcohol. It is also, we do serve food as well. So it's just a really great hangout before dinner, get together, have a glass of wine, or maybe take your cocktail in with you to dinner. And then this is the outside of the piano lounge. It's our rose garden courtyard. On a really great evening, you can have your meal out there, or it's just great to get out into the area and walk, and it's nice enclosed courtyard, so it's very private and very beautiful. And then this here is our main dining room. It does get pretty hopping in there. It's nice to come sit down, have a meal, and meet friends again. It's back up and running this week, so we're very excited, and our residents are super excited, and it's great to see them say, hey, I'll see you at dinner tonight. So it's a great feeling. Oh, and I'm so sorry, our dining dollars. So included in the monthly fee is our dining dollars, and we base it on the 2 meals a day, averages $20 a day, totals $600 dining dollars. And it's a spend down card. So each dining venue you would go to, you would swipe your card. The receipt would keep the balance for you, so you'd always know what your balance is and not having to stress on how many points you have left. And then this is just a sample of our menu or specials, and we have a lot of gluten-free options here now because our residents are very careful about their diets, and we have a lot of low sodium or no sodium, but we offer that on the table so they can add salt as they please.
And the menu does change weekly. There's obviously a nightly special, but the entire menu does change weekly. And there are a few staple items that we always have, some of the favorites. So here we're gonna catch our dining team so they could share their experience with you.
Hi, my name is Adam Whitney. I'm the Food and Beverage Director here at 5-Star Residence of Reno. I've been here a little over a year.
Hi, my name is Rudy Rodriguez. I'm the dining room manager for 5-Star Premier Residence of Reno, and I've been here 15 years.
Hi, I'm Nick McClellan. I'm the sous chef here at 5-Star Residences of Reno. I've been here for about a year and a half.
My favorite part of working here at 5-Star Residence is the family atmosphere.
My best part of working here at 5-Star Premier Residence of Reno is the staff and everybody that we work around with.
My favorite part is delivering delicious food to the residences here.
So next up, this is one of our common areas, our theater room. So in addition to doing movies and matinees, they also do some small group activities here, which brings us to our next point. Here at 5 Star, we offer a program called Lifestyle 360, and that really encompasses the whole person. We want to make sure you're engaged, stimulated, and physically working out your body. So we do have Troy Riley, our Lifestyle 360 director. He'll share a little bit about his department with you.
Hi there, my name is Troy Riley. I'm the Lifestyle 360 Director, and I've been here for about 12 years. So one of the things that makes Premier Residence of Reno unique is I have always maintained our feeling of home. So when I was first looking for a place where I wanted to work, I worked in a lot of different senior communities, and I was really happy when this position became open because I have a very eclectic personality, and so for me it was like this fit just like coming home. And we try to convey that, I believe, to our residents when they come in here and do a tour and first meet the residents. I think we're a very welcoming community and just make people feel like this is somewhere where they want to live. So I think that's something that stands out.
Some quick photos of our residents enjoying their life here at 5 Star. Like I mentioned, we do want to keep our residents engaged and physically active. So we have several different clubs and activities going on. Some of these photos are from during COVID and some are before COVID, but you see people enjoying our piano bar. And outside of COVID, you know, in normal times, the piano bar was such a huge hangout. Just like Lisa had mentioned, we would hold huge family and friends events. Sometimes there would be 300-400 people just hanging out in our bar, enjoying each other's company. So we look forward to getting back to that, hopefully in the near future.
We're on our way.
So here at 5 Star, we do offer 8 different floor plans. However, for today, we're just going to simplify it and show you just 2 of our most popular and more common floor plans. Now, these 2 floor plans that we're going to show you, they're both in independent living and assisted living. So first up.
So this is our more common 1 bedroom. It is the Juniper, and you can see from this picture that the kitchen is really nice because it looks out into the living room and it adds a lot of natural light still into the apartment, so it still feels really open and really spacious. And what's nice is all of our apartments have a patio or a balcony, so you can step out into the courtyard or just on the patio, open the door and let some fresh air in. And like Katherine said, it's also available in our assisted living.
Then next up, we have the Sagebrush. Again, our most popular 2-bedroom. Now this one is a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, very similar to the Juniper, but you just have that extra bedroom, that added space. And many folks here, they use that as their office space. Again, this one is also offered in our assisted living. But the apartments, they do feature full kitchens, and that does include the Sagebrushes in the assisted living as well. So because our community is 32 years old, we do need some help. And this is a video from our Director of Engineering and Housekeeping, Danny James, and he's going to share with you what makes us unique. One.
My name is Danny James. I'm Director of Housekeeping and Maintenance, and I've been here almost 11 years now. I think it's the quality of the staff. They have a genuine care for the residents and want them to be as happy and taken care of as well as they can, and it shows in their performance.
Danny is a man of few words. His video didn't take long at all to record. Next up, Lisa's going to explain a little bit about the difference of independent, and we'll go into assisted living. So this is about what is included for independent living.
Yeah, we do have weekly housekeeping and linen service, and it's usually the same day of the week around the same time, so that way you can plan your day accordingly. Some folks like to be there or not. And then we also have emergency call system, whether you're independent living or assisted living. It's just another safety measure for our residents to feel safe. They could be feeling dizzy or may have a fall. They could press their pendant, and it goes down to our main concierge, and they're going to come check on them, make sure they're okay. And sometimes they accidentally get bumped, and that's okay too. And we do have concierge 24/7, so someone is always at the front desk if you're needing help with anything or not feeling well. And then our activities and our entertainment are really great around here. Our residents really look forward to a lot of the entertainment we do have, or the outings that we get to go on and sign up for a lot of great fun outings. And then utilities are also included. The only thing, and also cable, the only thing we don't include is the landline or the internet, because some residents don't have the need or the use for it. So we leave that up to them if they choose to have that or not.
But there is Wi-Fi in our common spaces.
There is. So if they just wanted to come log on real quick, and then in our mail room, we actually do have computers that residents can use as they choose, if it's just a little something that they want to use every now and then.
And also something that's not listed here would be our transportation service. So Troy Riley, our Lifestyle 360 director, he also heads up our transportation. And Lisa, you'd probably be the best person to explain what is happening with transportation.
So with our transportation, we do medical runs. You would sign up at the front desk. It's a little form you would fill out, and then you would just, according to where you're going, we go 3 days a week. We're up here north. We're pretty located by the hospitals and doctors. And then 2 days we go down towards South Meadows Parkway. So you would just do according to which way you're going. We have shopping trips, bank runs. Yeah, you would just sign up for them according to the date and what time. And then that way we know who's going and what they need to go for.
Yeah, so it's transportation all week, right? Even on the weekends, we have something called the Premier Express, kind of like our taxi service. So if you didn't need to go to a doctor appointment, but you needed to head to the bank on a Saturday, we could be sure to get you there.
Right.
Our assisted living, so this is for folks who need a little bit more support during their day. And that could, be a range of different things that they need help with. For some, that's help getting up, getting dressed, bathing. For others, they only need help with their medications. So we manage all their meds throughout the day. So assisted living, the difference in between assisted living and independent, we do provide all 3 meals plus snacks in assisted living. So you don't use those dining dollars that Lisa had explained earlier. Again, we also offer the personal emergency system, the scheduled transportation, the housekeeping and linen service, but we also add personal laundry service once a week. Here's a video about our assisted living with our assisted living director, Christy, and one of the caregivers, Maria.
My name is Christy Hernandez. I'm an LPN. I'm the director for the assisted living here at 5 Star. And I have been here about a year. February is a year that I've been here.
Hi, my name is Maria. I'm a med tech and a caregiver here at 5 Star Premier. I've been here for a year, and I'm here to take care of these residents to the best of my abilities. Hello again. The reason I like working here is because I come from a place that I used to do dementia care, and coming to assisted living, I get to see how they start to where the disease progresses, and it's an open opportunity so that you can join their journey and understand what they've gone through before in the past. And it's an amazing experience because you get to learn their history and their culture, and it's something that can educate us along the way. And especially with what we've been going through this past year, I think it's brought us closer together and we understand each other, and it's an amazing opportunity to have.
I think one of the things I would consider unique about our community is we have a good mix of residents, and also a lot of our staff have longevity here. The residents just want to live out their golden years in a comfortable environment and be friendly, and our staff, and they have a good cordial relationship with our staff. And I get to bring my son, he's 1, and a lot of my residents adore him, and he likes to come visit with all of them as well.
So with our assisted living, it's a little bit more intimate than others in the area. So we only have 36 apartments in our assisted living neighborhood. And our independent residents, because many of them have been with us for so long, they easily transition just to our assisted living whenever they need some more support.
Then brings us to our agility therapy services. We do offer physical therapy, occupational therapy, and I do believe some speech therapy as well. And it's really nice to see the residents start off like maybe needing some support with physical therapy, and by the end of the month, they're doing great. They have more stamina, great balance and strength. So this program that we offer here really helps keep our residents active and feeling good and living longer.
Yeah, and you don't have to be a client of the therapy services to use the gym there. Residents are able to go in and hop on a bike or a treadmill whenever they just need to get active. But one of the great things about our building is because it's so large, there are plenty of walking spaces. So inside and out, you get all your exercise. And also our director of agility, her name is Jessica Hull. She's a doctor of physical therapy. She just earned her credentials for a new type of therapy for people living with Parkinson's called Big and Loud. And it's quite amazing that just with this intensive therapy services, about 3 to 4 days a week, what those folks can accomplish. And it gives them back some of their life. So it's quite impressive. And with our therapy services, it's billed to your insurance just like if you were to go out of the house, but you have the added benefit of walking down the hall. So when you're looking for a community, how do you find, your right fit? We had mentioned that there are several great communities in our area, just beautiful. But it's really up to you to do the research and figure out what's important to you. Ask your family, your friends, your neighbors, what they've heard. There are plenty of options out there. And then also check online reviews. People have become so tech savvy this last year. It's really important to see what they're saying online. So in addition to the presentation today, we do have 2 actual recorded tours to send you if you're interested. It's more about us walking through the community. You could see all the common areas from start to finish, and you could also see one of our model apartments. It's the 2-bedroom, 1-bath model. Of course, we'd love for you to schedule a time to come in and actually see everything in person. Just give us a call. You could also email us. Lisa is here Sunday through Thursday, and I'm here Monday through Friday. So if you have any questions, we're open. We'd love to hear it. Over to you, Brett.
Great. Thank you so much, Katherine and Lisa. So those virtual tours, is that something we could send out as links potentially in our follow-up email, Katherine?
Yes, absolutely. And if you would also like to have the links for the employee testimonials, happy to send you those as well.
Okay, fantastic. And Katherine, could you just stop your screen share if you wouldn't mind?
Yeah.
Wonderful. For some reason I'm seeing a big picture of myself on the screen rather than everybody else, so let me fix that. Oh, there we go. Now I can see everyone. Excellent. So what we'd like to do next is just open it up to your questions. But before I do, Katherine had mentioned that they'd be happy to do an in-person tour for anyone who's interested. So I'm just going to put a poll up on everybody's screen, just basically with 4 different questions. If you're interested in an in-person tour with Lisa and Katherine, just select the appropriate checkbox on your screen. I think it's the first one. Or if you have further questions of a more personal individual nature and you would like Katherine or Lisa to reach out to you, just go ahead and select that. And then we've put our next 2 events, Retired Living Truth Series seminars up on the screen. On March the 18th, we have The Truth About Aging in the Best Place, where we'll talk about various different options from aging in place, staying right where you are, which is for most people their preference, but why people consider other options and why those are important. So we'll spend time at length going through that. And then on April the 22nd, we have The Truth About Downsizing and Simplifying. So whether you're thinking of moving into somewhere that's more manageable or just want to clean up the clutter that we all have in our homes, and we'll kind of go through that process of simplifying. So I'll just leave that up on the screen and for a moment. And so feel free. I guess someone had messaged me just asking about being back in person. So back last month in February, we started our seminars back in person for a limited audience. We can cater for 18 people at our venue where it's all socially distanced. Everyone's 6 feet apart. Attendees and speakers are all wearing face masks. So if you wish to do that, you'll need to go to the website and register there that you would like to be on the wait list. And then closer to the time, we'll reach out and let you know whether we have capacity for you to attend in person. And we'll just grow the in-person venue as safety and so forth allows us to, until we are able to cater for our audience of 150 or so like we had been prior to all of this happening. So let me just make sure everyone's unmuted. So if you have questions, you'll just need to unmute yourself and then just go ahead and ask your question of Katherine or Lisa. So on the bottom of your screen, you should see the ability to click on unmute. It should be like a microphone. Is that correct? And you should be able to say unmute. Actually, your screen's going to be different to mine. Someone unmute themselves and tell me where you found unmute.
It's on the lower left-hand corner. Microphone.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Yes, it is the same as mine. Lower left-hand corner, you should see a microphone and it'll have mute, unmute.
I do have a question real quickly. And
Please, Linda, go ahead.
I'm wondering if you bring your own furniture to either one of those places or not.
Yeah, that's a great question. Yes, you do. You bring your own furniture. We want you to make it your own home.
Right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good job.
No questions? This is very unusual. So I have a quick question. You mentioned in independent living that we have 2 meals a day. Do I go hungry for the 3rd one?
No, we just noticed that a lot of residents don't eat 3 full meals, really. And then with them having full kitchens, they got their cupboards stocked, their fridge stocked. So it's really up to them. We have had residents who do eat 3 meals a day. So it has happened, but it's just basically they don't really eat 3 heavy full meals.
And I think from what we've noticed is most people do not come down for the breakfast. Like Lisa mentioned, they make breakfast in their apartments.
Fantastic. So as you said, I have a full kitchen. I'm able to cook breakfast or any meal for that matter. So can I use my points if I'm too lazy to do my own breakfast? Can I come down and have breakfast and maybe I make my own lunch?
Yes, yes. And it's up to you to decide what meals you want to come down to. So if you wanted to do breakfast and lunch and skip dinner, because maybe you had a full big meal at lunch, it's really up to you how you want to come down and dine.
Great. Thanks,
Only
Lisa.
thing that it excludes, the dining dollars do not cover
The
alcohol.
Yeah. But you know, it's happy hour every day, and we have great selection of wine and liquor, and our wine can be $3 to $4, and our cocktails $4 to $5. And some
Very
residents,
reasonable.
yeah, and some residents will pay cash, or if they don't mind having it added to their monthly bill, they can do it like that. So either way.
I think I found a new location for my happy hour.
We do have a lot of families, obviously before COVID, they would come and meet their loved one for a drink before dinner. And then I actually just had one woman tell me that her friend invited her here to the bar. And she's like, why would I come to the 5-star bar?
It's a great hangout.
It is. It's nice. So in the chat, somebody asked about breakfast hours. You want to take that one, Lisa?
Yeah, so our dining is all day, and I believe our breakfast does start at 7 o'clock and goes up to, I believe, 11:30. And how we're doing our dining right now, going forward, just getting everything started, lunch and dinner is kind of being served around the same time, because we do have some residents who like their bigger meal in the afternoon. So you have a little more option on your dinner, so to say. And then dinner will actually start at 4 o'clock. And at this time, we are taking reservations for dinner, just to make sure everybody has a seat and not overwhelmed, because dinner is our most popular meal of the day. And then I believe the last seating is 6:15.
Can you have a family group, grandkids and husband and wife, kids? Is there a place to have them have a meal
As guests.
as guests?
Yeah. So we actually have a private dining room that you can reserve for having a bigger crowd of family members come in. You can have a little quiet, intimate dinner, and then guests would just pay accordingly, because all of the dining dollars are just for our residents, but they're pretty reasonably priced, so guests would just pay accordingly. And there's no fee to reserve the private dining room.
Thank you. You've done a very good job with this presentation.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I'll second that, Linda.
We want to make sure we're giving you all the good and correct information we got.
Somebody just asked if pets were allowed, and yes, we are very pet friendly. We have lots of residents who have cats and dogs. Unfortunately, the pets are not allowed in the common areas, obviously the dining and piano lounge, but we are very pet friendly. There is a one-time pet deposit of $1,000.
Do you have parking for cars?
Yes, yes, we do. And also included in the monthly fee is a parking space, so there's no extra charge for that. And it is assigned parking. So we do have covered parking, and it would be assigned. We have a small parking garage with limited parking, but you do have some sort of covered parking.
And what about storage for other stuff you own?
Yeah, unfortunately, that is one thing we don't have. We don't have a place for storage.
My husband wants to bring his skis and his climbing stuff.
May I suggest the seminar on downsizing?
Oh, great.
Somebody else asked if women wear walking shorts, slacks in the dining room.
You know, I mean, the summers can get pretty hot around here, so we really don't have a dress code, like you got to dress up to come down for dinner. We just ask that you don't wear like your pajamas and slippers and stuff. But yes, I mean, you know, summers get hot around here, so absolutely.
And from what I've seen, everyone does dress really nicely.
Yeah.
Some are a little bit more casual, and then others are dressed to the nines. So whatever you feel comfortable in.
Not too comfortable.
Katherine and Lisa, could you just describe independent living versus assisted living? Are they in separate buildings, separate wings? What does that look like at 5-star?
Yeah, so here at 5-star, it is one building. We have in total 205 apartments. Our assisted living is located on the ground floor, like half of the building. The other half is ground floor independent apartments. So if you did need to transition from independent to assisted living, you would move apartments. However, just depending on what you need, you may be able to get some outside agency support to come into your independent apartment, so you did not have to move. It just depends on, you know, what your finances look like and what kind of support or care you need.
Great, thank you.
Is there a waiting list?
That's a great question. So we have had a waiting list for years, and actually we've had someone who was on it for 10 years. We still have a waiting list, yes. Some apartment floor plans more so than others. However, we have noticed during COVID that our folks who are on our waiting list, they're just not ready to move, and that's okay. They'll stay on our waiting list. So we do have some availability. We have the 2-bedroom, 1-bath apartment available right now, and we also have a couple 1-bedrooms. And those are all an independent.
Right.
And just to follow up, Katherine, can you just tell us where you're at with vaccinations?
Yeah, actually last Friday, we concluded our 3rd clinic. So almost everybody in our entire building, staff and residents, have been vaccinated. And we were also able to get a lot of family members vaccinated.
Yeah.
Fantastic, that's great news. Progress.
Yes.
Exciting.
Who else has a question?
What's your address?
We are at 3201 Plumas Street.
What's the nearest landmark people might know over on Plumas?
Well, we're kind of almost on the corner of Plumas and Moana. So there's an apartment building across the street called Sundance, but we're kind of almost right there on the corner of Plumas and Moana.
Just down the street from the Moana nursery.
Yeah, that's a good landmark.
No. Golf course.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
We also have the golf course.
We have the golf course.
Do you have golf clubs you need to store? You're in a great location.
We really are. To shopping, doctors, we're just really lucky with our location. You don't have to go too far. Could be a 5-minute drive.
And I love your little coffee shop as you walk into the foyer. It's like, yeah, it's cool.
It is. And especially we have Doughboy Donuts come locally, and they're just the best donuts in town. They could be dangerous.
I'm just wondering, is anyone on the call today that actually did the in-person tour in 2019? We did a bus tour of communities, and 5-star was one of the wonderful communities we went to. No one
I
was on
live
that
here.
bus tour?
Hi, Loretta.
Hi. You did a good job on that.
Thank you, Loretta. So we're going to do it again, hopefully later this year when everyone feels a little safer and things are opening up. We hope to arrange another bus tour where we'll go around and visit a number of the communities in person.
That was nice. You did that. Great.
Yeah.
Someone has a question about laundry.
Yes, so we actually don't have washer and dryers in the apartments, but we do have 3 different laundry rooms throughout each floor. And it's just like home, and they're not coin operated or anything, just bring your own soap. And we usually have 2 washers, 2 dryers, and they are open from 6 in the morning to 10 at night. And all of our residents are really good about being courteous and keeping up their laundry and not forgetting and things like that.
Cool.
Brett, this is Katherine Griffin.
Yes, Catherine.
I have a couple of questions.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay, you were just mentioning the little coffee shop, which I think you mean that's the corner cafe, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and I had a question about the dining. What are the corner cafe hours?
So normally they would be from 7 to 2, so more so in the morning and the afternoon.
Right.
And then our piano lounge hours would be from 3 to about 7 o'clock.
Okay, and the main dining, you were giving a little bit of a time structure about the breakfast is served like 7 to 11. Dinner starts at 4. Last seating, I think you said, was it 6-ish?
Yes.
I didn't understand what lunch hours were, if there are hours, so to speak.
Yeah, so lunch kind of runs into dinner. So lunch and dinner kind of start about 11:30, and you can still get a sandwich up to about 4 o'clock. So they kind of run into each other. And then the dining room does close at 7 at night for our staff to clean up and get things ready for the next day.
Mm-hmm. And so you were telling us about the Dollars card that you get with your monthly rent, and it has $20 a day, I think is what you said.
Yeah, so it's loaded with your 600 dining dollars, and then we based it on about 2 meals a day, averages $20 a day. Because breakfast and lunch are pretty reasonable. I mean, you know, you can probably spend $5 the most, and dinner gets a little more pricey. Could be up to 14, depending on, you get your soup or salad, your main dish, and some sides and things like that.
And then you can add to that, or just put it on your monthly bill and pay that at the end of the month, that sort of thing, if you run over.
Yes, if you do run over, absolutely, it would just be either added to your monthly.
I can't hear what she's saying.
It would either be added to your monthly statement if you did go over, but it's very rare. I've never really seen anybody really go over. That's mainly if you're eating full three meals a day.
Okay, that sounds good.
And a question referring to the parking. I was glad someone asked about parking. And so you do offer a parking space that's included, but I wasn't clear about if it's open, and you mentioned a parking garage, so I wasn't really clear what parking space would be available. Is it a covered space only, or open? Is it what? Can you give me more information?
Yeah, we do have both covered parking spots, and then we also have a smaller parking garage. The garage is really for folks on that side of the building. We try to locate their parking spot nearest to where their apartment is, so they don't have to go clear across the entire building.
And so are you saying that I could be assigned a parking space that could be open, or it could be covered, and would I have a choice?
No, you do get covered parking, whether it's covered under the carport or in the parking garage.
Okay, gotcha. That makes it clear. Okay, thank you. And then you were talking about the assisted living side and the services there, and you were talking about the agility therapy services. The physical, occupational, speech therapies, and there's a gym. And you said all residents can use the gym.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So that's not just for assisted living residents.
No.
The agility therapy with the gym.
It is open to all of our residents.
Okay.
Is there food served in the bar?
There is. We're hoping to, in the next few weeks, get back to that. And it's kind of like pub food. You'd have pizza, fish and chips, salads according to the season, or might be a little more heartier food during the winter and more spring and summer fare during the summertime.
I still have a question about your activities. You mentioned the 5-star theater. I think you said you had movies, special activities there. There's this lifestyle 360 director, and you showed some pictures of people playing pool and the putting green. But I wonder, just on a day-to-day basis, week to week, what kinds of activities do you offer residents in your facility?
Oh, sure. So we do have several exercise programs every single day. Some may just be a chair exercise program, others may be with weights. So that is offered in our auditorium every day. We have bingo, there's Wii games on the Wii game system.
Social needlework.
Yeah, different clubs for needlework. Book club, Bible club.
Beanbag baseball.
Yeah, we'd be happy to send out a monthly calendar as well with the virtual tours if you're interested.
Okay, and just regarding your fees, you showed those 2 apartments, the layout, and there was a price listed for the 1 bedroom, which I think was right at $3,000. And so you also have what's the arrangement when someone moves in there in terms of, is it month to month? Is there a contract? What kind of upfront initial fees are required? That sort of thing.
Yeah, great question. So we do have a community fee, or what some other communities may call a move-in fee. That's $3,000. That's one-time, non-refundable, due upon move-in. There is a prorated charge for when you move in for the apartment. And then it is a 12-month agreement. However, we do understand that things change. And so we ask that you give it 3 months to get into a routine, see how it goes. If you feel like it's not a good fit for you, you could put in a 60-day notice. If something were to change with you, like medically, and you needed to transition to a different level of care, like assisted living, and we did not have assisted living available, it could be a 30-day notice.
So you kind of have a little wiggle room with if someone decides that this just isn't the place for them, that they can bow out and leave.
Absolutely. Yeah, we want to make sure that this is the right fit for you and us.
Okay. I think those are all my questions, Brett.
Great, thanks, Catherine. All great questions. Anyone else have any questions before we wrap up? Now's your opportunity. Catherine, Lisa, anything else you'd like to add before we close out for today?
No, we would love for you to come join us here or come visit us, show you the community in person. It's really a beautiful, great community. So happy to show you.
Yeah.
Your virtual tour was wonderful, but yeah, it's nothing like going in person and actually experiencing the community and the residents and the staff. Yeah, but this is the best we can do just at the moment. So
yeah.
Come in
on behalf of everybody, I'd like to thank you both, Catherine and Lisa, for giving us your time today and showing us your beautiful community, and for everyone on the meeting today being part of it. I hope this was helpful to everybody, and don't hesitate to reach out to Catherine and Lisa if you have questions, and we'll get an email out with a recording of this, with the virtual tours and with a menu in the next 24 hours or so. So thank you again. I'm going to end it now in terms of the meeting, but if anyone wants to hang around and chat to each other or talk to me, we can do so for the next 5 minutes or so. So I'm just going to stop the recording